and pick up duties for this Butler Bulldog pitching staff. He's got solid numbers, as do most of the pitchers come out of this good program.
It's his third year as a lefty specialist out of the bullpen, though he is coming off a rocky outing over the weekend down in Indianapolis against Creighton. And he wants to get on the same page with his catcher, Zach Parker.
Get together on the signs.
It allows us to introduce once again the fans to Milo Beam, who was a key part at times for Purdue last season, limited action this year. And he replaced Charlie Nasuti in left field to start the top of the fifth, and now bats for the first time tonight. Pulls it back, ball one. This Purdue lineup looks so different from all the faces we saw last season. This team lost 6 starters on the position player side. A couple weekend starters, and its closer as well from last year's team. And Mark Wasikowski's dealt with a couple injuries this year in the bullpen too.
Produced, went to the regional last year, had a great year under Mark Wasikowski, and won a regional game in North Carolina. But when you go that deep into the season, not only do you have players graduate, you're going to lose players to the draft. Pro scouts take notice too, and that's precisely what happened to Purdue. So he's been reloading, or reteaching. He's teaching them the Purdue way on how to play some small ball.
Napoleon goes to the breaking ball to strike out Beam to start the home half of the 6th.
Well, a good breaking ball from Napoleon. This ball is rolling, but this ball disappears from the bottom of the zone. As a hitter, you have to protect. Figure that ball is going to be close, but it just breaks down, and there's no chance for Beam to get a piece of that.
So one away for Johnny Sage, the right fielder. Takes outside. Sage 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a pop out there as well. And with all the departures, it hasn't been the same sort of season for Purdue this season. An 11-23 record, though they are 5-6 in the Big Ten and still in the thick of things as we sit here in mid-April.
Well, Mark Wasikowski's a little hard on himself. He blames himself, saying that it's his fault, but he's shielding for his team, and they haven't played consistently in the way that he likes. He said it's sometimes, like last weekend, they'll play great for a stretch, and you say, this is it, this is what it's about. But it's been inconsistent. And they had a tough non-conference schedule. The top 8 teams get into the tournament in the Big Ten. Purdue's right on the cusp of that. Nebraska off to a very hot start.
What a turnaround for Darren Erstad's team after the disappointment from last season. They are sitting, as you saw, at the top of the Big Ten. This Purdue team was out in Lincoln a few weeks ago. Napoleon's 2-2. Full count. And in building a program, Mark Wasikowski said that he doesn't have the luxury as some of the teams you saw toward the top of the standings. He pointed to a Michigan program under the direction of an excellent head coach in Eric Bakich, who might have 6, 7, 8 draft picks out there on any given night. Strike 3 call. There's back-to-back punch-outs for Napoleon out of the pen.
A well-spotted fastball from Napoleon. Sage couldn't pull the trigger. But good placement on this pitch. He's commanding that glove side and hits the glove. Get your spot, you're rewarded. Nice job by Kevin Napoleon.
So there's 2 away for Tyler Powers out of the 8-hole. And he takes ball 1. The ground out and a strikeout for Powers, the third baseman, who's more of a middle infielder by trade. Drops down a bunt. Deftly placed. Napoleon with a rocket to first to complete a 1-2-3 inning. Napoleon was fired up. He threw a dart to Connor Christman. A couple strikeouts and some defense. PFPs on display in the sixth.